All right. It's almost 10 p.m. here in Southern California, and Anna is sharing a video, even if there is no one listening, right? Because these live videos can always stay on YouTube. And yeah, this is Anna here on Blind with a Vision, where we always have a vision. And the vision, I hope, is a bit clear because I actually just did a live video for my Spanish speaking friends. And by accident, I moved my tripod, and I'm not even sure if I'm actually showing myself, but I already said that I was going to do this, and I'm going to do it. So if my video is really bad afterwards, when I ask someone cited, then I'm going to go ahead and remove it and do it again because my tripod, I don't know, I did something. Anyway, so how do we describe photos? With the application Be My Eyes. And how do we share a photo description on any social media? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or in any of those social platforms where we can actually do the alt text, right? If you are someone sighted, stick around. This information is not only beneficial for to us the blind. This will help you if you actually share, I don't know, content out there, and you want more followers, and you want to be inclusive and accessible, right? I'm going to share with you how I do it. um, there are different applications that nowadays can describe photos, but for the most part, describing, well, really getting an accurate description for a photo is not the easiest task for us the blind, right? Now, getting a description from someone maybe is a bit easier, but identifying a photo when you are totally blind, a photo in more than 8,000 photos, the way I do, is a challenge. It is a challenge. Now, with the application, the Be My Eyes application, it's been a while that they actually added this feature that actually describes photos, and the description is pretty accurate, I would say. I mean, there are little things here and there that are totally not true, and I just want to show you how I do it, how you can describe your photos. I'm going to share some of my tips on how to find your photos, because that's the difficulty, right? I was just writing my description and mentioning that there is a famous quote that says, um, photos, what is it? An image is worth a photo or image is worth a thousand, is worth it more than 1,000 words, right? Something like that. Or a photo is worth it more than 1,000 words. And I go like, no, not if we are blind or have a low vision. For us, having a visual description for photos and actually knowing what's on the photo is critical, right? And nowadays, social platforms like, I mean, I use Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. And I know Twitter has this too, because I have shared photos and that my visual description. They have something that is called alt text, alternate format. And the great news is that for anyone that is sighted, if you're sighted, you can actually use this application, the Be My Eyes, use the feature describing with Be My Eyes, and you can copy and paste this description on this particular area on your posting, and sighted people will not be able to see the description. So, in other words, this description for the blind or visual description will not ruin your photos on your social media. The only ones that would be able to actually read the description on these photos would be us, the blind, who use a screen reader. Very often, I know people with low vision, they still use their eyes, and they would be struggling reading all this description that we get from the Be My Eyes, which is, from the most part, I love it. I love it. I'm going to share with you how I use it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and how I actually fix the description, how I do it, and my tips and tricks, why I use Instagram, and why, how I find my photos on my gallery and my photo app and all of that. Really hope to actually do this video short. I'm a little concerned about my vision for the moment because I moved my tripod and I don't know if my phone is tilted too much to the right, too much to the left, or is it kind of leaning forward or backward? I don't know. If I look a little weird, I'll find out later on, right? This video can always be erased and redo it, right? So I have my other phone here and I have my Bluetooth keyboards and I'm wearing my AirPods and let's go and check and see if anyone is here. I doubt, but I'll go ahead and do a demo. Hello, everyone. I see 4 people on watching. I will only know who you are. Oh, hi, Mike. How are you, Mike? Mike, I just want to know, Mike, I've been wanting to ask, you're the one that has a fan page on Facebook and you share all those amazing thoughts, right? If you are, Mike, tell us about it. Come on, go ahead and invite people to follow you. I think that's you, but I haven't been able to actually be sure about it. I'm not sure about it. Hi. Hi, Trevor. Thank you for letting me know that I sound clear and where my hair is down. So I'm trying to move away the hair because for those, if you guys are going to be doing these live videos or videos on your capturing videos at home and you're using your AirPods, if you put your head on top of that, it'll sound like this. Like I just cover my mouth with my hand. That's how it sounds. So not a good idea. Let me see. Okay, so also you guys read the description. Mike is a friend that follows us on. He's not a follower. He's a friend. He's part of the family, and he has a fan page that I love what he shares. Trevor, check it out. Follow Mike, and he has a lot of like. I mean, it's I like it. So thank you so much. I don't know if you just created this, Mike, or when I suggested for you to create a fan page, you already had it and you didn't want to share. But yeah, go and check it out. It's actually great. Maybe you can share how you share your content on social media and photos, Mike. Let me see. Okay, so Mike says he likes to see positive ideas, positive thoughts, and anyone can share. Okay, so okay, say that. Okay, so let me go ahead and go to this because it'll be a long video. All right, so how one of the biggest issues again is for us the blind to identify photos. I mean, we can easily grab the camera, take photos, right? We can just take photos, honestly. But I mean, I go and need and I can kind of take photos on the table and then I go on the Be My Eyes application and use their feature that is the one that I've been using lately, and I find it pretty accurate. There are details that is not true and we know there is not accurate because we know what we're wearing and we know where we wear, right? But for the most part it's pretty descriptive. I find it quite helpful. So that's how I've been describing my photos now. uh, Capturing photos and knowing if the photo is actually an okay photo or good is always a challenge. So you can use the application, right? Or for the most part, ask people. Now, asking people is always an issue because everyone will give you different descriptions about it, right? I mean, every description and every thought comes from from people's particular point of view. And that's why I always say here my email here on Blind with a Vision is from Anna's World at gmail.com. From Anna's World at gmail.com, right? Because we share from our world. So photos, identifying photos, and really for us, the blind, doing things out in this visual world, then there are many things that we don't really know. But I have my tips and tricks. So picture that you already have a photo, right? That you already know what photo you have, and then I'll tell you how to find your photos and make it easier. Pulling out those photos when you're gonna upload on Instagram or Facebook. I'll share what I do. My tips are pretty weird, but they work for me. You might find those tips and tricks helpful. So imagine that you already have a photo, right? And you want to use the Be My Eyes application. This is what you will do. I have my other phone, but let me stop here to say that the Be My Eyes application, I have many photos here on my YouTube channel. I actually know Hans, the guy who founded the Be My Eyes. He's also visually impaired. He has retinitis pigmentosa, and he is the one that found, created the had the whole idea about the Be My Eyes. Now, if you don't know what the Be My Eyes application is, it's an application that is free. Yeah, free. We don't have to pay for it. I hope they will not reach a point where they're going to be charging people for the application. There is more than 6 million volunteers around the world, um, actually taking phone calls, and we can actually call us. You can actually subscribe on the application as a blind person or low vision person, or as a sighted volunteer. These volunteers actually are answering phone calls when we call, and they can describe things through the phone's camera. This would be a great video to do here and do a demo. They always say yes when I ask them if I can videotape whatever they're helping me with. And this application is pretty good. I mean, you don't get to see the person; they get to see you if you're showing yourself the way I do, or they see what you're showing, right? So it's been a while that they added this feature that is called Describing with Be My Eyes, and they describe the photos. They use artificial intelligence. And let me grab my phone and tell you how it is. So, imagining that you already have your photo. Hopefully, my phone will not be too fast. I have my screen reader.
Share button.
Right? I already have a photo. So you go to your photos, open up a photo. You can also go on, grab a photo from Facebook, Instagram, steal a photo. You can actually have this photo on WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp a lot because it works and it's it's very accessible. You can just have, a photo that someone sent you through text message, wherever you have the photo. My point is that it'll work. The photo doesn't have to be just on your photo on your gallery. So you grab the photo, open up the photo, which the way I do, and then you go and share. When you click on share, you're gonna have different options depending on the applications that you have on your phone, right? You might have, I don't know, you can share the photo through on Facebook, Instagram, text messages. You can actually share with, I don't know, WhatsApp, Envision. If you have the Envision app, you can do it through Sullivan, which I love that application in the last year. It's I love it. It's fun. You can actually share this on with CNAI, which the description is very simple. You can kind of identify if the photo has your dog or not. Say you have two photos, one is with the guide dog and one is without it. You'll know which one you were looking for if you already have those two photos identified in a particular folder in your photo app, because I have all these folders with different photos for whatever year, Christmas of 2021, Christmas of 20 whatever, and it's easy for me just to go to that folder and identify one of those photos that already have a heart, which means they're on your favorite photos. And yeah, so you can just grab the photo and click on the share, and one of the options besides CNI, whatever applications you have, it'll be describing with Be My Eyes. So I'm gonna swipe or flick quickly to the right because you're gonna hear a lot of options because I have so many applications and I don't want to bore you with that. So
Favorite, switch info, delete button.
I can delete my photo, but I don't want to delete the photo. I want to share.
Info, favorite, share button.
I flick to the left.
Share button. One photo selected.
Okay, I'm gonna flick to the right quickly to find describing with My Eyes.
Option clip. Trip out. Notes. Journal. Remote. Free. What's Facebook. But. Info. Catback. Books. More. Copy. Add to. Add to. AirPlay. You. Copy. Export. Create one. Assign to. Print. Add to new. Save to. Recognize of. Describe with Be My Eyes button.
Okay, there it is. Describe with Be My Eyes.
Describe with Be My Eyes button.
I'm gonna double tap, and this is what you're gonna hear.
Describe with Be My Cancel. But please wait. Be My Eyes writing. Please wait. Be My Eyes writing a message.
It says, please wait. Be My Eyes is writing a message.
Be My AI. The picture. Be My AI. The picture shows a woman and a golden retriever dog in a festive Christmas setting. The woman is wearing a red dress with white fur trim, reminiscent of a Santa outfit, and has red earrings. She has blonde hair styled in curls and is smiling. The dog, also in the spirit of the holiday, is wearing a Santa hat and a red garment with white fur trim. They are both in front of a backdrop that gives the impression of a blurred Christmas tree with lights. The overall mood is cheerful and holiday themed.
Isn't if maybe you don't understand a screen reader, maybe it's a little fast. I actually lower the speed to 55%, but it's pretty accurate, right? So listen, it says usually say image of a woman, right? Or if it's a guy, it will say image of a man. I'll tell you that this is when my using my Bluetooth keyboards and loving to type comes very handy, because I will copy and paste the description on any social media that I'm going to share the photo, and I want to do the description, and I actually go and paste, copy, paste, and then I'll just with the rotor will go word by word, place the point, the voiceover cursor, whatever I want to delete, and I choose backspace, and instead of saying an image of a woman, I say an image of Anna. And then if it says Labrador, yellow Labrador, I go and fix and it's like golden retriever cross. And then at the end, I always add my little silly things like Blind with a Vision is ready to go live, right? So I'm going to just play this again so you can hear it, or and then copy and show you how I go on Instagram and paste it. I'm trying to get my phone closed, but hopefully I'm okay here.
Be My AI. The picture shows a woman and a golden retriever dog in a festive Christmas setting. The woman is wearing a red dress with white fur trim, reminiscent of a Santa outfit, and has red earrings. She has blonde hair styled in curls and is smiling. The dog, also in the spirit of the holiday, is wearing a Santa hat and a red garment with white fur trim. They are both in front of a backdrop that gives the impression of a blurred Christmas tree with lights. The overall mood is cheerful and holiday themed.
Right, I'm going to copy and paste with 3 fingers. I was not remembering in my Spanish video. I think it's 4 times, but I do it so quickly, and I have done it for years. When I copy some writing, that I forget if it's 4 times. You triple finger 4 times. So I do it pretty quickly. Let me see if I can do it. And
Be My AI. The picture shows a woman and a golden retriever dog in a festive Christmas setting. The woman is wearing a red dress with white fur trim, reminiscent of a Santa outfit, and has red earrings. She has blonde hair styled in curls and is smiling. The dog, also in the spirit of the holiday, is wearing a Santa hat and a red garment with white fur trim. They are both in front of a backdrop that gives the impression of a blurred Christmas tree with lights. The overall mood is cheerful and holiday themed. Copy to clipboard.
okay, I let you punish you by letting you hear all the description, but it said copy to clipboard, right? I just made sure that it's already copy. I usually pretty good at just copying something, and I don't even wait. So here I'm going to go to the switch upper. This, what is it? App switcher? Sorry, I'm trying to speak Spanish. I actually opened up my room in Spanish, and I was speaking English, and I go like, "Ah, I don't even know what I'm thinking anymore, right? So here I'm going to minimize this and go to my Instagram.
App switcher.
App switcher, okay?
Swipe up with 3 fingers. Google Translate. Active.
Okay, so I have Google Translate because I do my postings. All my phones are in English. Everything is English. So I usually use Google Translate, and I go and paste my description in English and then translate to Spanish. And within the Google Translate, I copy again the translation and then go on Instagram. In this case, I'm going to post in English. So I already have Instagram up here.
Instagram active.
Double tap.
Instagram main feed button.
Right.
Instagram to refresh the feed activity.
I love to use Instagram. Again, I mentioned this yesterday that once I post on Instagram, I can select Facebook to actually also share to Facebook. Before, we used to be able to actually share on Twitter, but since they changed the whole Twitter and now it's X, I don't like it. I don't even share anymore over there. But now we're not able to actually share on Twitter automatically. It's not even listed the way it used to. So once you post, do a publication or posting on Instagram, and you do your visual description or the alt text description for the blind, it'll carry on Facebook. There is a little glitch on Instagram, and I don't like it, is that when I select it selects the photo, I press next, and then I go to the advanced settings to add the alt text description, it'll disappear. So I already know to actually do something else. It's like it actually allows you to go there or do the posting when you do it for the second time. I mentioned yesterday on my live on Facebook that it doesn't do it if I don't do the description. Because I can always do it later on. But no, I don't like to publish my photo because people watch something. I mean, within a minute, I already have a like, and they're like, oh no, they didn't see the description, so I want to have it ready. So, one of the tips that I'm gonna give you here, right? I mean, as a blind person, how do you know which is the photo that you will be sharing on Instagram, Facebook, or any social media? They're all the same. So listen to this. Any photo that you have on your photo app, your gallery, the last photo that you have, the most recent photo, which appears, the time appears on Facebook and Instagram, I think Facebook too. It says, I don't know, photo, whatever, share at 9:49 p.m. And you can tell that was the last photo, right? But the last photo on your gallery, when you go and post a photo, it'll be the first photo showing on your social media and any social media for the most part, right? Again, this is what I'm so visual, you guys, right? So what I picture with my photos, because I'm flicking down, 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 or back, to the left to go back on photos to see photos from, I don't know, a month ago. This is what I picture, like a mini blind on the windows, right? I picture that little string for the mini blinds, each one of those being a photo, right? So you go down, 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 and at the end of the mini blind, the last one is your photo. But when you go on Instagram, that photo is going to be the one first, the first one showing up, right? And when you go on Instagram, it'll automatically select the first photo that you see, which again, it would be your last photo, right? And I'm saying this for a reason, because say that you want to actually share a photo that you have on your gallery from 2 years ago. It is a pain. Believe me, that is a pain to find that photo and know which photo. If you don't have it saved with a description, which for the most part, I have almost 9,000 photos, and I don't have a description. That's why I have folders, or what I do, if I want to share a photo from Capri from 2021, I go to my folder, to my albums. I know I have some photos. I send 2 or 3 photos to someone and I say, okay, I know that Capri is in these photos. I send it through WhatsApp, because WhatsApp, the photos are so easy for me to identify, to see. I created a group for myself, just for me. I always add someone and then I remove that person from the group, and I call it Photos 2024. I have my photos 2023, photos 2022, and then I send this photo from 2 years ago there, and I say, can you tell me which one of those photos, whatever? And then I say, okay, this is the one where you're actually showing with Capri. I say, can you send it back with a description, simple description? And then what I do, this is what I do, you guys. I send myself a photo from 2 years ago to WhatsApp. It'll keep the time when I send it. And then from WhatsApp, I actually open up the photo. I click what it says share, and there is a button that says save. The photo saves on your gallery at 9:45 or right now. And then when I go and share my I go and do the visual description the way I did right now, and then I go on Instagram and I already know that's the photo, because of the time, and because that's what we have to do. It's so much. It's time consuming. It's tiring. Once you do it, you just do it quickly. Just thinking about it, I got tired. But anyway, so once you have the photo, I mean, it's doable. You just have to find tips and tricks, honestly, right? So if you don't, I know many people here in the States. I mean, WhatsApp is kind of, in the last years, blind people are kind of saying like, okay, WhatsApp, right? Because you have friends from all over, and you talk, I've always talked for free on WhatsApp. Just be careful that you have your Wi-Fi, because then you'll end up with a bill for $100, the way it happened to me. So you don't want that to happen to you. Turn off your cellular data, because they say like, oh, it's because your Wi-Fi disconnected, whatever, right? So WhatsApp, if you're not using it, use it for maybe for the photo reason. Just make sure that your photos are on your iCloud because you don't want to lose photos that you just have on WhatsApp, which is what I do, right? So once I have the description I copy, this is what I go on Instagram.
Direct messages, 5
on Instagram, you go on the bottom of the screen, you'll see
open camera tab.
Open camera.
Create cancel button.
On Instagram, you can do different postings, right? You can just do a regular post, which will require a photo or a video. You can do a story. You can go live. You can do a reel. And let me see. It's on the bottom. It has a different format. And you just go and select with your finger, flicking up from the middle of the bottom, lower part of the screen, flicking up.
Creation format. Post,
Creation.
adjustable.
Automatically will do the post. I'm gonna
story.
I'm flicking up.
Reel.
Live.
Post.
Okay.
Live. Reel. Story. Post.
So it's on post automatically. Now I usually go on the top.
Toggle out recents. Select multiple. Camera. Selected. Photo taken on January 25th. Camera. Selected. Photo taken on January 25th, 2024 at 9:49:23 p.m.
See, it was at 9:45 before I came live. See, it's automatically selected my last photo, which on Instagram appeared is the first one.
Selected. Photo taken on January 25th, 2024 at 9:49:23 p.m.
Right. This photo was taken in December because Icon and I were dressing up as, Santa Claus or Miss Santa. But what I did, I went to my album, grab a photo. I didn't know which one it was. I just know I named my album Christmas 2023 with Aiko, and I just grab a photo, send it to WhatsApp. It saved the date. I save it on my photos. It's the last one. So now I'm going to go and do
photo taken on photo selected photo camera button.
Say you don't want to select that one, right? You would just, this is what, if you don't want, that's not the photo because it's the next one. If you're adding 2 photos, you have to actually click what it says, share multiple, add multiple.
Select multiple.
Oh, select multiple, but I only want to do one.
Recents. Toggle aspect crop. Next button.
You click on next.
Next.
And then you'll get offered to do filters. Never do filters because if you're totally blind, you'll ruin your photos the way I did. There is no way we're able to see if the photo needs to be brightened or warm or whatever they use. It's a lot. I research all the filters and it's actually quite fascinating.
Toolbar, edit, filters track, toolbar, discard, tool, next button.
Click on next.
Back button.
Okay.
New post, preview image, right, preview.
They keep adding stuff. Now you hear something about previous image. I guess people can see a peek of whatever photo.
Write a caption, ellipsis, text field.
Caption, this is where I do my long captions, my Anna Mexican American novels. And on the bottom, all the way to the bottom.
Share button.
Oh, by the way, do not believe me that the icons on the screen are whatever I think they are. Because I'm using the voiceover. So my solution on my iPhone is flick left, right, whatever. And for sighted people, they say like, no, Anna, it's on the bottom. I go like, just let me find it the way I do. I do not want to bother with whatever, knowing that the icon, it's great description that whatever camera is on the middle, bottom, center, right? People see a looking glass or a camera. We do hear that, we hear when it says open camera, right? And if I just flick and for me,
share button.
All the bottom it says share. Once I did my caption and I did the description, this is the share. So I always go to the bottom, flick to the right, all the way to the bottom, share, and then I flick to the left.
Audience button.
It has the audience.
Add reminder button. Tag products, tag people. Write a caption, ellipsis, text field. Tag products.
Okay, and this is where the voiceover, it always jumps. It always jumps. I need to find advanced settings.
Suggested add music, ellipsis, beautiful, unstoppable, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Those are names of songs that I use.
I love you always. Boost post. Switch button off. Add fundraiser. Share to blind. Sharing as share to blind with a vision on. Double tap to toggle switch.
Share to blind with a vision on. I'm sharing on Facebook.
Sharing as blind with a vision. On advanced settings button.
Advanced settings. I don't know why always jumps. I don't know. The same thing happens on my fan page on Facebook. Don't know if that happens to you, Mike.
Advanced settings.
I'm going to double tap.
Back button.
Right, and then I flick to the right on the bottom of the screen.
Advanced settings. Heading.
That's the heading.
Schedule content. Heading. Not checked. Schedule. Some features, like and view counts. Not checked. Only you will see the comments. Not checked. You can change this. Share to Facebook. Checked. Share to Facebook. Heading. Checked. Automatically share.
Okay, on advanced settings, that's where you can actually say, I have it shared automatically.
Automatically share your photo and video posts to Facebook. Schedule content. Not some and view count. Not checked. Only comments.
It jumps, so I'm just flicking back to the right.
You can change it. Share to Facebook. Check. Automatically. Schedule content. Not checked. Some features.
Let me see what's going on with the advanced set there.
Comment. Not checked. You can share. Checked. Automatically share your photo. And alt text describes your photos for people with visual impairments. Alt text will be automatic. Write alt text button.
It's a button that says alt text.
Write alt text button.
It's all the way after the Facebook thing.
Write alt text button.
Button. And if I flick to the right.
Alt text describes your photos for people with visual impairments. Alt text will be automatically created for your photos, or you can choose to write your own.
Okay, they automatically have the visual description, which is good, but it's not as detailed as the Be My Eyes.
Write alt text button.
I'm gonna double tap on the
cancel.
Write alt text.
Text field is edited.
And automatically takes you to the edit field
to access misspelled words,
where you can actually copy the description. If you have 2 or 3 photos, you would have to flick to find the edit field for each photo. Sometimes it gets confusing, right? So here,
write alt text.
This is what I do, double tap, and this is where I use the rotor to paste my description. I'm going to use my fingers and find the edit.
Lines, text selection, speaking, words, characters, edit.
Edit.
Scan text, paste. Be My AI, the picture shows a woman and a golden retriever dog in a festive Christmas setting.
Okay, I'm not going to bore you with the description, but this is how I paste the description. And what I do, I double tap to go to the beginning of the description.
Theme selected. Cut. B.
This happens to me often.
Done. Be My AI. The picture shows insertion point at start.
Okay. Insertion point start, because all the Be My Eyes descriptions always start with Be My AI, right? So what I do, I put the voiceover cursor at the beginning. I go word by word.
Words. B. Misspelled characters. Words.
And then I go.
My AI colon. B. AI colon. Return, delete, colon, delete, cap,
I do this quickly with my Magic, Apple Magic Bluetooth keyboard. This is when it becomes very handy. Erase that, and then I go.
Text selection, speaking words.
I'm using the words going forward. Once I erase that.
The picture shows a woman.
A woman, and this is when I erase woman, a woman, and I say, picture shows Anna, and then I just go through the whole description and quickly say it's a golden retriever, it's not just a Labrador, whatever, and I add something at the end. Hashtag Blind with a Vision. And then just go back on the top, do my caption, check if I want to tag someone, and then I just go at the end, share, and that's it. It's already on Facebook. And on Facebook, the visual description is a bit different, but it's actually pretty much the same. That's how I do it. Now, tips on how to... and every social platform is pretty much the same. I mean, they just have different, little things here and there on how to add the description and how to do it. But for the most part, it's actually there. It's the same. The biggest difficulty for us, the blind, is actually identifying the photos. I mean, we have the description, but I'm finding the photos, right? Once you took the photos. You can always ask someone to take a photo, but never trust just one person. Assume that they were wrong, because you're just getting ready and they already took the photo. I say, can you take a photo of Anna here? And say, sure. And then I'm getting ready and posing, and I already, posing. I say, I already took it. I go, are you serious? Really? I mean, what's in your brain? I mean, come on. I have all these photos of me, with the mouth open, with weird eyes, I don't know, just moving next to a trash can at Disney, being so beautiful with so many things. This brainless person took all these photos next to a huge trash can. I mean, is it because it was a magical trash can or what? Honestly, I mean, you have to tell people, take a photo, wait for me. You don't have to just take the photo of the little person posing there in the middle. Do the landscape mode. I can be on the side. I love photos that are natural, where I'm actually walking or just looking to the side or pointing at the Christmas tree, and just be on one side of the photo. Don't appear like if you're just posing there, the little blind person posing there. Like, I mean, if you're with people in a group, yeah, but you can just take you know most of the photo is about the landscape here, the mountains, whatever, the flowers, the trees, something unique, and I'm just on the side kind of looking, right? So the difficulty is the photos. You can always practice taking photos out there. Go out there, take a photo of your garden, I don't know, across the street, and then go and practice on the Be My Eyes application, right? Again, you need the Be My Eyes application. You can always download it, or be part of the application, as you have to sign up as a blind person or low vision or a volunteer. You need to be 17 years of age old to actually be part of one of the volunteers. Now there is the CNAI, Envision, Sullivan, other applications, but for the most part, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any questions? If not, I'm going to go because my videos just keep going longer and longer. I'm going to check and see if anyone is here. Hopefully, I speak quite fast. Hopefully, you understood my English and my Spanish and my Anna talk. Let me see, 36 minutes. Oh, wow. Let me see. Let me see. I'm checking here the messages, you guys. Okay, so Mike, I was asking Mike about a fan page that I saw on Facebook because he tags me every. By the way, Mike, I'm not able to actually comment when you tag me from your personal Facebook. I tried and tried, and I'm able to like, but I'm not able to actually comment. I don't know if it's a thing on my settings or that's how it is because I'm from a page on Facebook. But anyway, Mike was shares every day positive thoughts, and I go like, you can just open up a fan page, and I suggest you guys to do that. You don't have to share about the blindness. Now, because you're blind, you have to be like Anna, sharing all about the blindness and how to as a blind person and whatever. You can just share whatever your passion is. Mike has a fan page. You can actually, if you like, you can go ahead and copy the link here. We also have Trevor, my friend Trevor, my friend Trevor, who always tells me if I'm center because he's low vision. And for Trevor, he should be sleeping right now, but he's here helping Anna. And he also has a YouTube channel called Low Vision in a Visual World. Yeah. By the way, he's working on a video that he captured yesterday. It's already, it was yesterday. I don't know. Trevor is always in my future, 8 hours ahead. He has a YouTube channel, so um, it's a great idea. Don't be scared by all these photos and videos and social media. We're so good at learning, the voiceover, talk back. By the way, I only talk about the iPhone. I use the Apple products. The iPhone is accessible for me, works for me. But this also applies, to the Android. I mean, they have all these gamma of different phones, so I'm sure that if you're really good at it, it'll be the same. There are little things here and there that is not the same. Like in Spanish, when I go on Instagram, Facebook, there are little buttons that don't work. I guess they don't make it accessible when it's in a different language, but for the most part, it is. Let me see if you have any other comments. Okay, so Mike says is given that so you have a group as well. Okay, there you go. We can join Mike on his group. Okay, so Trevor says the description coming out of your other phone is great and clear. So you were able to hear it. Hopefully, it was not too fast. Let me see. Someone, Rosalind, I guess. I don't know who. Rosalind, hello. Rosalind, I'm doing okay here. Uh, let me see what else. So that is Mike saying, I hope you know one of his thoughts. I hope you had a beautiful weekend and smile a lot. I love that. Trevor says, have a fantastic weekend. Saying to Mike. Okay, so that's it. All right. I don't know. You guys don't have a question, and I don't want to make this longer. 40 minutes. I'm going to stop here. Hopefully, this video will be okay, and I leave it here on my channel. Want to invite you to actually join me. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all these things that happened to me at Guidos of America. It was nasty, disgusting. Was happy because I came back with the guide dog that I wanted, which ended up not being the right match, right? So I'm going to be sharing with you guys and share with you guys how I was treated at Guidos of America by most of the students, by the staff, by how they favor. They have their favorite students, how they actually already have assigned guide dogs for those people, right? When most of us come all excited, wondering who your guide dog is going to be, and know that you already have the best guide dogs for their staff, blind staff members, and it's just crazy what goes on in those locations. So I'm going to be sharing about it. If you do not follow Blind with a Vision, join us. Follow me here. Follow Blind with a Vision. It's not only Anna, it's our blind people around the world. Blind with a Vision is for everyone who wants to join. We also have Instagram, Blind with a Vision 2020, Blind with a Vision on Facebook, and Blind with Vision on Twitter. Although that Twitter, I mean, the spaces, I used to do the spaces, Twitter spaces, and they still there. And a lot of people from Central and South America use Twitter, and I'm tempted to go there. But now they're asking to see if you want to, if I want, they keep sending me a message that says, if you want to be advertised, you need to pay for $9.99. I go like, oh my gosh, wow. Anyway, 42 minutes, so I'm leaving. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Trevor. For anyone that has joined right now, check this video. I share with you how to do the visual description with Be My Eyes. And yeah, tips and tricks. I guess there will be a second video if you guys have questions. And I'm going to go. Don't forget to have a vision, because we don't need to have sight to actually have a vision. Bye for now. Adios.